New height records are being set by skyscrapers. New transportation routes are being opened up by enormous tunnels, and greater distances are being covered by gigantic bridges than ever before. Huge engineering and infrastructural projects are either just getting started or nearly finished all around the world. Today, let's see some of the impressive mega projects. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel before going to the video. Geneva's Gotthard-based tunnel. Switzerland has the longest and deepest rail tunnel in the entire globe. The Gotthard-based tunnel, which was nearly 20 years in the making, was completed in 2016 and allows trains carrying people and cargo to travel between Milan, Italy, and Zurich, Switzerland. The Gotthard-based tunnel, the first flat-track tunnel through the Alps, is 35 miles long and dips roughly 7,500 feet below the mountain peaks above it, eliminating the need for twisting alpine roads. UK-France Channel Tunnel. The Channel, a 31-mile tunnel that really consists of 3 tunnels connecting the United Kingdom to France, is impressive in scope, use, and engineering. 2 25-foot wide tunnels for trains that run year-round and can reach speeds of almost 100 miles per hour were built during the 6-year project, and a third tunnel serves as an emergency escape tunnel. Train pressure and track heat are reduced via intricate systems of piston-driven air ducts and cooling pipelines. The tunnel, one of the longest underground routes in the world, runs for 23 miles beneath the English Channel and descends to a depth of 246 feet. Japan's Chiyo Shinkansen. A Japanese maglev railway that would link Tokyo to Nagoya by 2027, and subsequently Osaka began construction in 2014. Early estimates of $52 billion are just that, early, and it calls for trains between Tokyo and Nagoya to travel at speeds of up to 314 miles per hour, cutting travel time to 40 minutes. The 178-mile line will primarily travel below and through tunnels as part of an unprecedented railroad project. Qatar's Doha Metro line. The colors of the ambitious Doha Metro line that's now being built in Qatar are red, blue, green, and gold. Doha expects to add more than 131 miles of light rail track as part of the project and eventually reach 100 stations. About 60 stations are under construction now. Doha anticipates that when the new line opens in stages between 2019 and 2016, it'll have the world's fastest driverless trains, reaching top speeds of nearly 60 miles per hour. Washington's Hanford nuclear waste site. Since the start of the largest environmental cleanup endeavor in history in 1989 at the Hanford nuclear waste site in southeast Washington state, countless billions of dollars have already been spent. In order to build a nuclear arsenal, Hanford occasionally operated 9 nuclear reactors and 5 plutonium processing facilities between roughly 1943 and 1987. As part of the ongoing cleanup effort, which has no clear end in sight, 53 million gallons of radioactive liquid from 177 underground tanks are being converted into vitrified glass for long-term safe storage. The expansion of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal was invented in 1914. Because of this, the expansion project, which is scheduled to be finished in 2016, will enlarge and deepen what is now there, in addition to cutting out a new 3.8-mile-long channel for new locks. The world's most famous canal must expand in order to keep up with the growth of ships during the past century, even if that means taking more land out of Panama. British Columbia's Portman Bridge. The bridge east of Vancouver, British Columbia, opened in 2012 and remains the second longest bridge in North America, despite being the widest bridge in the world, until the Bay Bridge East span just opened. The amazing 288 cables used by the cable stay bridge enable it to span 6,866 feet in total. China's Three Gorges Dam. The world's greatest dam required a quantity of concrete that's beyond our ability to fathom. This $59 billion, 17-year-old project on the Yangtze River in China is 590 feet tall, 131 feet wide, and more than 7,600 feet long. It has 32 main turbines that generate electricity. New York's One World Trade Center. At 1,776 feet above New York City, the highest structure in the Western Hemisphere commands metaphorical heights. The structure, which is primarily made of steel, also has a concrete core for added safety and sturdiness. It almost seems as though the first tower is enclosed by a second one. China's Aizhai Suspension Bridge. One of the longest suspension bridges in the world connects 2 tunnels in China, where the highest bridge in the world is located. The bridge, which was completed in 2012, hangs 1,200 feet above the Dehang Canyon and extends 3,858 feet from tower to tower. The suspension towers are grounded by the mountains on either side. Turkey's Marmaray Tunnel. The 47-mile underwater railway tunnel, which connected the European and Asian sides of town after 9 years and $4.5 billion in construction, provided Istanbul with a new rail line into and out of the city in 2013. Paris FFR Grand Stade. Roofs that retract are beautiful. They're also retractable. The Rugby Federation of France will have a practically movable stadium south of Paris when you combine them and add 82,000 seats. The 2 million square foot stadium, which will also serve as the largest roofed entertainment complex, will rank among the biggest stadiums in all of Europe and among the most stirring. Jubail Industrial City, Saudi Arabia. A metropolis that was created from the ground up beginning in the 1970s needs extensive logistical planning for its continued growth. The project, which is in Saudi Arabia's eastern province, is undergoing an $11 billion development to bring everything industrial up to date. The 4-phase project, which spans roughly 8 square miles, consists of 8 industrial plant blocks, 4 petrochemical industry blocks, 3 support industry blocks, and 4 aluminum and other smelting plant blocks. And that's not even mentioning the removal of hills, the construction of tunnels, the expansion of fiber optics, the building of highways, or the use of seawater for everyday cooling. China's Luchanghe Bridge, the second highest cable-stayed bridge in the world, which opened in 2013 and has over 1,437 foot span, rises 1,100 feet above the Luchanghe River. You may anticipate some insane views if you travel here, with one of the river canyon side acting as a virtual cliff and the 2 towers sitting above the canyon, one at 623 feet tall and the other at 517 feet. London Crossrail London. London's underground community is expanding. In order to improve transportation in the largest city in England, 8 tunneling machines recently completed 26 new miles of tunnel for a new subway track that'll connect 40 stations, including 10 fully new ones. India's Hyderabad Metro Rail. The development of a new elevated Hyderabad Metro Rail system in India will cost at least $2 billion. The 46-mile light rail system, whose initial phases are about to launch, will bring modernity to the whole area. Every kilometer would have an elevated station with a capacity of 15 million passengers and trains every 3 to 5 minutes. All of the technology, track, stations, and support will operate above ground, with trains traveling at an average speed of nearly 20 miles per hour. United Arab Emirates-based Etihad Rail. The United Arab Emirates' fastest and most convenient mode of transportation may soon be rail. The first of the 3 phases of the Etihad train project, which is now complete, aims to link 745 miles of new rail across the nation with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Al Maktoum International Airport, Dubai. The new airport in Dubai was never intended to have a definitive opening in 2010. A $32 billion expansion at Al Maktoum, which could take up to 8 years, will make it possible for 220 million passengers annually to fly out of the desert. The sheer size of a 21 square mile airport will allow for the simultaneous use of 100 Airbus A380 planes. Falcon Stadium in Atlanta. Any brand new football stadium will almost certainly have a retractable roof. However, this $1.2 billion altar to opulence contains one that is somewhat peculiar. It is constructed of 8 roof panels that, when the roof opens and closes, resemble camera lenses. Even when closed, the translucent ETFE fabric panels provide light inside the stadium. The brand new stadium, which was built in 2017, will be revealed after the roof opens in 8 minutes. And that's all for today. What is your opinion about these insane mega projects? Which one do you think is the greatest of all? Share your opinion in the comment below. And also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos.